This is a 2012 Nissan Juke 1.6 starter replacement. So start with, take that hose off. There's going to be a bolt right here that clamps onto. Take this big ass hose off. Get that out of the way. This little hose comes off of there. Take that hose off of there. Unplug your sensor from that. Got a clamp right here. And you have another clamp right there at the bottom of it. And then you got these clips on these wires. Take those off. And take that hose off of there. Take this hose off of there. Unplug your sensor, take your clips off. Take this hose off. Take that hose off. That one can stay. This hose has to come off, both ends. Right down there. Unplug your sensor there for your throttle body. And then you have a bolt here, here, another one down in here. They're all 10 millimeters, and another one right here, and one last one right here. You want to take this big ass hose off first, and you could get to that bolt no problem. Now with this one, what I ended up doing, I used a 10 millimeter ratcheting wrench. I put it on there. I took all the other bolts off first. That way I could pull the slack off and keep it tight. And it won't hit that as you're coming off. And then you should pull right out of here. Alright, back at it again. I forgot to mention, definitely take off your ground or positive, whichever. And then got a peacock right down there. Camera's gonna focus. See it right there by the bottom of that hose. That right there. That's your peacock in the radiator. It just twists it out, and there's a little nipple it'll drain from. And then when you got that removed, or just loosen, you don't got to remove the whole thing, take the cap off and it'll start flowing. Without the cap off, it'll keep most of the coolant in it. You do have to drain coolant, so just drain it into a drain bucket and catch it. I took this hose off. Where did that hose go? I don't know. I removed this hose. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. That's that hose, goes right there. I removed that to make it easier to get the starter out. I unplugged these two sensors right here, which you can see them right there. And then I also unplugged this other sensor. And now this small little wire goes on your starter. That's an 8 millimeter. This one right here is a 12. And then the strap comes along. Strap comes along like that. It goes to your alternator. I just took it off. That's also a 12. I took it off so I could move the whole thing out of the way, making the starter out easier. And those are, you got your two bolts, an 18 millimeter here, and another 18 right here. Now let's see if I can't get it out of there. Don't break anything. besides that. I forgot to mention though, there is one other bolt, 10 millimeter. That's what holds that down. Not exactly sure where it went, but when I put it back together, it will find its place. Not exactly where it went. You'll find it. You'll find it. It's simple. Simple little thing. But it should be it. All you need, 18 millimeter, a ratchet. Over here. These are great pliers to have, hose clamp pliers. Definitely should have those if you're doing this. You're going to need 10s, 12s, 8s, and 7s, and then an 18 millimeter. I found I liked using the wobble, which you might not even need a wobble extension for these bolts. But I found with this one, it was very tight. I don't want to break my wobble. So if you got a 10 millimeter 3/8 swivel, that is huge. It helps a lot. And then, of course, your 10 millimeter ratcheting wrench, pliers, long screwdriver, and that's all the tools I used on this.